At Texas Mutual Insurance Company, safety is number one. It's how we help protect Texas workers and help our policyholders build stronger businesses. Want to learn more about the number one way to a safer workplace? Ask your agent or go to WorksafeTexas.com.
There is a business which is growing like crazy. It started in Plano about 3 years ago, and now there are Buda juices all over North Texas or in Canada. And the CEO and chairman of Buda Juice is Horatio Lonsdale Hands, who joins us right now. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Do you get all of that on a single business card? Or do you have one of those hinged business cards?
Actually, I do.
See, that's what it is. So Buda Juice, I am so naive about this. I mean, I've read about cold pressed juices, but I still think of high C and Tang as juice.
Right.
Tell me about Buda Juice.
Well, since you mentioned high C and Tang, there's a lot of juices out there. There have been, the Smoothie King and Jamba Juice and all those. But the market is really shifting now with the new mill generation and the paradigm shifting towards a much healthier lifestyle. And part of that is getting away from processed foods. So when you talk about some of these other products that we've all grown up with, they're all known as processed. We're, certified organic, cold pressed, and glass bottled. So as an example, when you have conventional veggies, it's all got lots of pesticides in it, whereas certified organic has no pesticides in it. And we have glass as opposed to plastic, and plastic, as you know, is not good for the environment, but it's also, with juices, the certain chemicals leak into the juice. So that's not so fun. And about 99% of all juices out there are processed. Now, meaning that, it's not convenient for most people to have a juice that's fresh because they want a long shelf life. So you can go and buy, a nice orange juice and they have a 6-month or a year shelf life. It's much more convenient than buying Buda juice that has 14 days in the case of our Zen orange.
I go out and buy an orange juice because I'm thirsty, and I drink it down, and then I continue eating my pizza or whatever else. I mean, that's not really the purpose here. I mean, you're paying $10 a bottle for something that is good for you, and it tastes good, but ultimately you're trying to do something for your body, and they lend to cleanses, too, which is another mystery to me.
Yeah, it's true. Well, so, you can also go out and buy a Coke, and enjoy the Coke with the pizza or orange in pizza, but that's a really different product from Buda Juice, because Buda Juice is the certified organic and the fresh and the glass are just key health differences from a processed juice. As an example, when you buy a bottle of Minute Maid or Tropicana or Simply Orange, any of those classics you see on every store shelf, they have a 3-month, 9-month shelf life. Right. So, and some of them, I think you have to refrigerate most of them, but some you don't. So imagine, what that really is. There's not much orange juice in there.
Right.
It's a lot of chemicals keeping it safe.
Do I buy one of these as a meal replacement? I mean, instead of having a lunch, should I have a bottle of Buda juice?
You can. Well, we have several lines of products. So you mentioned the $11 juice. Well, that's different from our Zen orange or Zen grapefruit, which is $3.75 a bottle. And when you bring the bottle back, you get $1 credit against your next juice.
Right.
But then the other end, which is much more hardcore and geared towards vegetables as opposed to fruits, where we have like one which is a green juice with kale, spinach, parsley, lemon, cucumber, ginger, apple, and celery. There's a lot of good products in that. And what happens is you drink that. I have it for breakfast every day, and it basically gets rid of a lot of the toxins in your body and replenishes it with all the organic goodness of those fresh juices. Our produce comes fresh from the fields, refrigerated to our store. It's kept at 34 degrees to 35 degrees all the way through the process to the customer, and usually it's within 5 days.
Your growth rate is very impressive. I mean, you started this company 3 years ago with one store in Plano. Now, just in North Texas, you've got over 20?
Yeah, we have 11 in Toronto and 2 down in Houston, and I think about 28 here.
What's the end game? How big's big?
Well, right now we're all about we started focused on the product, and we're still all about the product. The end game, we're not there. We're enjoying educating, and because we have really the passionate middle generation customers that don't worry about the price. They know what we're doing. They love the glass. Basically, they're ahead of the science. They believe in the product, and they know that the plastic isn't good for you. And they know that organic is much better than conventional. They love the taste of our products, and they come 2, 3, 4 times a week. Then we have what we call the need generation, which are older people that, have some health issues, and they've tried everything. Then they come to Buda Juice, and they have changed their lives because of the product. With a skin rash that went away because they have 2 or 3 juices a day, green juices a day, to eating challenges, to cancer, to all kinds of things that customers have been telling us. And when I wear all the Buda branded products around, people stop me and say, "Hey, I love your product. Let me tell you my story." And they're all telling us their stories.
Like I said, the growth is so impressive. But you've been through this before. I mean, you were the founder of Zuzu, the Mexican chain, I guess.
Yes, handmade Mexican food.
But that's got legs. It's still around. I know you sold it.
Right.
It's still around. It's got legs. What about this? What about this concept? Is this a fad, or is this going to be around 10 years?
Well, I do not believe that health is a fad. I think the whole paradigm has shifted, and is shifting even faster away from processed foods. You've got all these, all these health stores opening up, and of course Whole Foods, and snappy salads, and all these different concepts out there, and they're all doing generally very well. So there's definitely a market is changing in favor of healthier lifestyles. So what we do is you can balance. We don't want you to be super that 0.25% that work out every day and eat crazy, healthy, and all that stuff. We want you to be able to balance. So you can go and have a nice dinner, and the next day you can use our product to basically neutralize it. So you have the yin and the yang of life. So you have a nice dinner one day, and the next day you have some Buda juice. And you can have a cleanse, too, to kick it off. So we have a 1-day, 3-day, and 5-day cleanse, which is, where you can reboot and restart. And after having a cleanse, you want to eat healthier. You want to change your lifestyle a little bit.
So how do you move on to the next level? So you've got over 20 stores in the area. I mean, you're not quite saturated yet, but you've got a lot. But now you're shipping. I would think this is, with the short shelf life and the glass, which is heavy, and I would suggest this is not an easy item to ship.
What a good question. You're absolutely correct. We are actually the only juice company in America that is shipping a fresh, certified organic and glass bottle juice, just like you can buy it in our stores. We spent months and months and months, and as you see, this packaging over here, which has, the big insulation and the special box and the ice packs, and we shipped a lot of boxes to make sure that nothing breaks and it arrives very fresh. Our juice arrives basically with it being under 40 degrees, so it's all fresh, and you put it straight in your fridge, and then you can enjoy your 1-day, your 3-day, your 5-day cleanse. We launched this last week. We already have customers, we have one customer's already bought 3 3-day cleanses. He loves it so much. So we're now launching across the country, and we've had an amazing response so far.
Yeah, and you'll squeeze out all the competition. That sounds fabulous. Like I said, the growth rate's impressive, the product's impressive, and your track record's impressive too. Horatio Lonsdale-Hands is the chairman and CEO of Buda Juice. Good to have you with us. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you very much.
I'm David Johnson, News Radio 1080 KRLD.